it's pretty evident that in the last few games we're trying to keep more possession of the ball and do more than just defend, and which is obviously a very important part of the process that we're going through. But I think that we did more than that in the sense that we kept possession for big periods of the game, especially in the first half, I'd say. And yeah, obviously we would have liked to convert some of those big spells of possession into goals, but at the same time that it's still a process which we're going through, and I think that's the positive we have to take out of it, that we've definitely improved in that area. Maybe not too much differently in the sense that we're coming up against a massive nation, massive footballing nation, and how hard it is playing against players like this, and players which are playing at such a high level. But I think in terms of different, maybe not so much differently, just sharpening up on the little errors that we made, which led to their goals, and do everything we can to avoid them scoring the goals that they scored in the ways in which they did. And then obviously trying to, like I said before, trying to just do that bit more with the ball at our feet, and hopefully take something out of the game in terms of going forward, and a bit more of that sort of attacking sense to try and get into their area and into their half and cause them problems. I personally am. I think the boys are as well. I tend to sort of feed off on that. I tend to enjoy playing against big crowds. The atmosphere is something which I sort of take in, and I think which games like these are games in which I think all of us have dreamed of playing since we were young, and I think the crowd just builds it up to make the game that bit bigger, and that's why I think it's games which we should just basically enjoy and go out to play with a massive smile on our face, not just because we're representing Gib, but because we're playing in these sorts of games. I think in a way it's probably benefited us, because we're playing against teams which as well are at a very, very high level, and I think a lot of us actually benefit from playing games more often than just training and not playing so many games. I think that sort of match rhythm, it gives a lot of our players that sort of built up energy to just, I think every player at the end of the day enjoys more playing games and just training. So I think it's actually benefited the players from Lincoln to sort of come into these games more prepared. It's always a struggle. I've had worse injuries in the past. When I had the operation with my knee, and obviously big injuries, they all affect you at the end of the day. Big ones affect you more than the small ones, obviously. But I think on a mental level, the challenge is bigger mentally than physically. Having to go in, day out, do your work, obviously off the pitch, and it obviously affects you, because when you're a player who you give everything to the sport, and you're sort of left without that side of your life for so long, it affects you, and it goes further than just football. You need your friends, you need your family, and thankfully I had those people who were there for me when I was going through those tough situations. I think it's extremely important, especially nowadays. The more you speak up, there's obviously help out there for each person who needs it, and yeah, we're using basically our platform and the attention that we're getting now to put it out there that help is out there, and if anyone needs that help, they should obviously seek it, whether it be with friends, family, or even anywhere else.